Freddy Pharkas' Frontier Pharmacist includes content and humor that may be considered offensive or insensitive by today's standards. We acknowledge these issues without excusing them and advise viewer discretion.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here this evening. It is me, your old pal Decaf Jedi, and I'm here tonight with Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist, a game I'm really excited to jump into. We've already had, the custom oof disclaimer. The disclaimer at the top of this video is the new Jorf mustache, trying to absolve me of any guilt that might come from playing this game. But boy, that was fun stuff. So. You know, it's great to know you can go on Fiverr and for $5 hire somebody to do an Old West voice for your Twitch stream whenever you need them. And that's exactly what I did. So welcome in. Good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Hope you've been having a good Retro Adventure Wednesday. Good to see 6-7. There's Living Runs. Sarah Kell, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Paul Not Pat. Oh, wow, live that. Nice view streak 6-7. All right, watching this 2.5-year-old, parts of it may not be toddler appropriate, but I do think a lot of it will go over a 2.5-year-old's head. So you're probably safe. I don't know how many 2.5-year-olds are going to get like the Madame Bovary reference right away. You're probably safe there. Good to see you, Kevin. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're playing Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist tonight. This is one I haven't played in a really long time, but one that I enjoyed quite a bit when it came out. I've been very on the record as saying I'm a big fan of Josh Mandel, who wrote and co-designed this one along with Leisure Suit Larry creator Al Lowe. And I really dig Josh's writing. I think that a lot of it, just the wordiness of it really connects with me in a way. I've liked everything he worked on at Sierra. This one I know does have some questionable moments, so we'll see how we get through this. Hey Grundy, yeah, can you imagine trying to make a Wild West adventure game? It seems foolhardy. Hey Nutrimancer, good to see you. That's right, Wild West fart jokes incoming. I think we can do this. Let's just jump right in and get started. Hey, Ricky. God, the Ballad of Freddy Pharkas has been stuck in my head for, what is it, like 30 plus years now? Yeehaw! All right, let's get that prologue going. Now, the Ballad of Freddy Pharkas should not be confused with the Ballad of the Demo of Freddy Pharkas. Very different kettle of fish there. Back that volume a little bit, and let's do it. Let's prologue. Oh, it'll sing for me. I don't need to sing along. Don't worry, 6-7.
He was born in old St. Louis. By the age of 4, Dad knew he was the best little crack shot the West had ever seen. By the time he reached pubescence, he could outshoot all the adolescents west of Durango and north of Abilene. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas, famous gunslinging deputy Freddy Pharkas.
Freddy Pharkas. frontier hero to be.
Then one day, young Freddy Pharkas stared at eyes as black and
I don't
dark
like
as
the sing
night.
talking in this verse.
The eyes of an outlaw well known throughout the West. Oh, the tough kid's name was Kenny, and he outdrew Freddy Pharkas when he shot Freddy's ear off to prove who was the best. Now our hero Freddy Pharkas, with wounded pride and earless carcass, bowed to the heavens to give up gunnery. He'd be better off, he reckoned, with a lifelong dream that always beckoned. Pestles, not pistols, and pharmacology. Pharkas,
This is so good.
Freddy Pharkas.
Highest score on his SAT.
Freddy Pharkas. Freddy Pharkas.
5-year college degree.
After Fred matriculated, got his PhD and graduated, moved out to Coarsegold and bought a pharmacy. Now he's a real prescription writer, and they don't know he's an ex-gunfighter. Locked up his memories,
Repressed them totally.
But his peaceful new survival soon was shot to hell upon arrival of Coarsegold schoolmarm, the sweet Penelope. She has captured Fred's affection, but he's scared he'll get a huge rejection. Can't bear to tell her just what he used to be.
Pharkas.
Freddy
Freddy Pharkas. Frontier pharmacist bourgeoisie.
Freddy Pharkas. Freddy Pharkas.
Peerless, fearless, and free. Ah, it's very good. Hey, enjoy bees. Hey, and etc. Yeah, fearless, airless, and free is very good. The phrase earless carcass is quite nice.
Freddy Pharkas? You was asking about Freddy Pharkas? The man what saved Coarsegold, only nobody knowed it was him? Why, just hop up here on old Whitland Willie's lap, and I'll tell you all about it.
Sure.
Now, Carnsarn it, a bit more to the right. That's got it. Sit right there. Oh, no, thank you. Now, if I remembers this right, it's been quite a few years. My brain's getting a mite rusty.
Is the text box not going to move forward?
It all started when Freddy went to open up the pharmacy one day, way back in the spring of 1888, as I recall.
$18.88.
That's Mrs. Tucker, one of the respectable women of the town. Respectable meaning she don't sell it. You do your peepin' Freddy routine with the hotel window. Furtive shadows steal across the walls inside. What little light seeps into the hotel plays teasingly at vague forms and shapes. How nauseatingly poetic.
So what, exactly? What could that possibly mean? I'm with you.
Peering through Mom's greasy glass, you can see she's
Greasy
open
glass.
for business. You've always been fond of Mom's cooking. At least the first time it goes down.
Oh, insurance bonds. Yeah, that's Sonny Bond's great-great-grandfather. Corn and beans.
P&W corn. Firm, crisp kernels that look as good coming out as they do going in.
Yum.
It's an old empty can of P&W beans. The firm, crisp beans that smell as savory on the way out as they do on the way in. It's an old...
Sorry, Mom. They're on order.
All right, here's a first problematic character.
Hey, Mom, would you mind if I took this empty can?
If you must, I suppose there's more where that came from. In fact, I insist you take it. Get it out of here. I'm sick of the sight of it.
Now they're going... Score! Now, they're going to subvert that whole bit with that character a little later, but that doesn't make it great. That's apple cider.
This is a bottle
Vinegar.
of Mom's home-pressed
No, just apple cider.
Mom is merciless to those poor apples. As she turns the press, she screams, "Die, you suckers, die!"
See, I love the amount of overriding in this game. That's what I come to a game like Freddy Pharkas for.
Rumor has it that Helen Back keeps the heads of her 3 dead husbands somewhere behind the Melmac plates and dishes in that china cabinet.
Alf dishes, eh?
Helen Back, proprietor of Mom's Cafe, is better known as Mom.
If she was my mom, I'd run away from home.
Wow, Freddy. How great do these frames look?
Snakes through the door and flies circling the ceiling. Hooey, what's this town coming to?
Helen Back, a.k.a. Mom, loves to decorate her dining room with fresh-cut flowers.
Helen
Since
Back.
there are no flowers in Coarsegold, she makes do with these sprouted collard green tops.
I could go for some collard greens.
Morning, Helen.
Freddy Pharkas, since when are we on a first-name basis? Only my closest friends may call me Helen. You and I are acquaintances, nothing more. Therefore, you should address me as Mom.
You got it, Mom.
Land's sake, I'm sorry, Mom?
That's better. Now, what'd you want?
What did you want?
When I remember, I'll let you know.
Honestly, some people.
I didn't play the talkie version of this until years and years after it came
If
out.
you value your right hand, and we know you do, don't be opening Mom's cabinets.
Let's see. Maybe we'll head out here. Ooh, Mike, you've redeemed Consult the Book of Health and Hygiene. This is important. This is part of the copy protection for Freddy Pharkas, but also gives us some great world building to go with it. So I'm going to pop this up. The Modern Day Book of Health and Hygiene. It is written as as like a medical guide from this 1881 time period. As it says in the intro, as the dawn of a new era in healthcare appears uncertainly over the horizon, like an innocent youth man peers over the top of my desk during his first visit to my world-famous phrenology clinic and hair club for boys, I cannot help but reflect on the enormous strides we've made in just the past several decades as regards certain heretofore debilitating conditions, which have been all but eradicated thanks to the hard work and diligence of experts like me, and sometimes peripherally by other healthcare professionals worldwide. So not only does this serve as your guide to mixing up some medicines later, but it also has some write-ups on various health conditions. Let's see. What's a fun one? Okay, let me read its entry on kidney stones. Since I had one of those last year, this will be fun. I can relate to this personally. Kidney stones. Small, hard, jagged stones are collections of improperly metabolized minerals, often calcium, but sometimes other materials such as Pez. They can range in size from a peppercorn to a small pitted cherry, and may often be passed without any discomfort, save that a man might experience while birthing a baby through his penile member. Chronic production of kidney stones may indicate kidney or liver dysfunction, and the long-term treatment involves dietary restrictions on food with any mineral content. This may mean no dairy products whatsoever, meats, or vegetables. The most painful dietary consideration may be completely eliminate one's intake of tofu, another calcium-rich food. Many have chosen to learn to live with kidney stones rather than succumb to their inability to properly digest tofu. Tofu jokes, those were big in the 90s. You gotta love them. Joshua! Oh my goodness, you're just in time. There is Josh. Hey, everybody in the chat. That is Josh Mandel, writer and co-designer of Freddy Pharkas Frontier Pharmacist. Hey, how's it going, Josh? Long time no see. Glad you could join us. We're just getting started here. Hope you're doing well. How things been? Yeehaw indeed. All right.
This poor guy got left behind when his troop went through. He had dysentery. He's since recovered, but Doc Gillespie's cure seems to have affected his mind, as he still thinks his company will return for him.
All right. Okay, here we go. We have a Sierra
It's
Moose.
a Moosehead, the only domestic brand Sam serves. Sam Andreas owns and runs the Golden Balls Saloon. He's smart, savvy, and generous to a fault.
Josh, I was just talking earlier about how much I appreciate all the care that has gone into writing responses to all the hot spots in the game. Such a wealth of dialogue
It's
attached to all that.
Neville Shute, the piano player. He's doing the best he can.
He's doing the best he can.
It's old Doc Dizzy Gillespie. He's been drinking again. Must be office hours.
Don't you touch me, Freddy Pharkas. I'm sterile, and I
Oh, wow.
don't need your help.
Okay, Doc, just take it easy.
And Happy New Year to you, George Bailey. In jail.
Oh no. He thinks he's Lionel Barrymore. It happens once in a while.
We've all been there.
You pick up the whiskey glass.
Score.
Score.
Doc, hey, Doc.
Huh? What's that?
Are you drunk again?
Me drunk?
Bill.
Never. I'm as sober as the day I was plowed off my ass. I mean, the day I was born.
Did any other Sierra games from this era use the different colored dialogue? I'm wanting to think maybe this is the only one, but I'm not sure.
You've got more important things to do right now than play with those balls. Now's a bad time to go for a spin.
What do we have here?
This dice game is known as Chuck-a-Luck. Since you're living in Coarsegold, you've apparently chucked your luck already. It won't do you any good. The dice are missing and this isn't casino night. You're tempted to spin the wheel and shout, "Big money! Big money!" But you hate looking like an absolute moron.
You know, Al Lowe games always did interesting stuff with the engine. You know, some of the like custom expletive type things from Leisure Suit Larry or trite phrase, or allowing you to change the interface color around a little bit. Hey, there's Josh Mandel now. It's that guy from chat.
Score.
You surreptitiously swipe the elixir, looking around to see if anybody's watching. Fortunately, nobody is.
There we go. That's how we do. All.
Score.
You pull the ice pick
Oh, it's
out
not
of the
all.
barrel and
Never
gingerly
mind.
place it in your pocket. Just don't bend over suddenly or you'll circumcise yourself. Of course, that won't be any skin off your nose.
This name stinks. Yeah, the score thing is very much living rent-free in my head all these years later, too.
A colorful poster for Nun-style beer hangs on the back of Mom's Cafe. Nun-style beer, pure brewed in God's country, now in redeemable bottles. There are a few assorted old trunks sitting on top of Dad Gum's wagon.
Dadgum.
Dad Gum's traveling medicine show wagon sits nearby, awaiting the return of Dad Gum and the start of the traveling medicine show season.
That's just like the one Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson ride around on in the Say 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 video. This is a nice touch. Wow. Look at that. That's right. The reason people tune into the stream is to hear me riffing on the Say 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 video. Probably the best thing Michael Jackson or Paul McCartney ever did, if we're being honest. And Linda.
Why, he's with the Pony Express.
Okay.
The
It's a
stained
church.
glass windows are miraculously intact.
Well, it's a church.
One of Hyman Untertaker's coffins is lying in disrepair off near Reboot Hill. It looks like a cedar model number 7. Eternal slumber and no moths.
I'm an Undertaker. Oh, the score is programmed for Bill Shockley, who's gained immortality. That's good to know. I believe when I posted about this on Facebook earlier today, I got a hearty yeehaw from one Bill Shockley in the comments there. So I had no idea he voiced the score.
A stagecoach converted to a hearse is mired in the mud here, minus one wheel. Once this was a one-hearse town. Now it's a no-hearse town.
One hearse town. Oh, man. I'm here for it.
Perched on the top of the post is an angel, her arms outstretched. At the base of the statue is a small plaque which reads, "I love you this much." Couldn't you just surrender your lunch?
One of Sierra's many fine cemetery scenes.
Looks like your dear friend Philip has passed on. Gee, it seems like only a day or two ago you filled a prescription for him.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Looks...
Les Monley. He died with his shrink wrap still on. Oh no, shots fired at Les Manley. Oh no, what was that sound? It was terrible. Shots fired at Les Manley. And rightfully so. He had a fatal error reading Drive B.
Oh boy, it's one of those rare Burma shave headstones.
Butch Casualty. Les Manley in the search for an audience. You know, I streamed Les Manley 1. Gosh, it's probably been a couple of years ago now. At some point, I guess I should go back and do Lost in LA. Never played that one. It doesn't look great.
You're so vain. I bet you think this game is about you, don't you? Don't you?
You can't reach that sheep weather vane. It's way up on Sigh Hallelujah's roof.
Score!
You would never dream of stealing a candle from a church, but they wouldn't miss one of those puddles of candle wax.
Sweet free wax.
There seems to be something in the lock. You wisely reconsider your idea of pushing on the stained glass.
Let's grab a key.
Score!
You take the key to the church.
That's a normal thing to do. No notes. There's
The door
Chester.
swings open. From the back, you hear Chester's voice.
Help yourself. I'll be right out.
Quail potato. There we go. You know, I asked my students recently in class if any of them had any idea who Dan Quayle was. I teach political science for a living. Answer is no. I asked them then if any of them really knew who Al Gore was. Answer also no. I'm curious. Like, I didn't go on to Cheney at that point. I wasn't comfortable probably knowing the answer to that. Yeah, no, I'm ancient too. Yeah.
This is a brand that used to be popular.
You know, sexy.
It's a nice picture of a pussycat laying on its back.
I'm no longer responsible for any debts incurred by my wife Valentine, my son Alexander, or my daughter Rosella. Correspondence may be sent to K. Graham of Daventry, care of Passionate Patty, Washington, D.C. Oh, wow. This is something we don't talk enough about, is that canonically, King Graham eventually left his family and ran off with Passionate Patty. I don't know why we don't talk about that. I feel like that should be all over the King's Quest wiki. In fact, someone please go over to the King's Quest wiki and update it to reflect this. Nice reference there to Dagger of Amun-Ra. Whole church key created a ripple of discontent, mostly younger players. Interesting.
It's a horseshoe from Chester's old swayback horse that got spooked by a wagon, ran into the street, and broke its leg under the wagon wheel. Chester sent it to a veterinarian in San Francisco at outrageous cost, but in the end, the horse died anyway. Took every penny Chester had since the horse meat guy wouldn't buy the carcass.
Guess he keeps the horseshoe up there for good luck.
Freddy Pharkas. Wait. Yeah, here we go. Crimes of bad taste, innuendo, general perversion.
Innuendo!
Albert the Tinkler Lowe, alias the Talkie Bear, alias Rottweiler Al, alias creator of the cult classic Boppa Bet. 500 dead, 15 alive. The world famous talking bear. Again, I've visited the talking bear just to earn my Sierra fan bona fides.
Considering that there's nothing for sale here, you wonder why Chester even bothers keeping these brown paper sacks around.
Score!
You
Good
take
thing
a
I've-
complimentary paper bag.
It's a good thing I've kept this button around on my soundboard that says innuendo.
Innuendo!
It's possible we might need it this game.
Hiya, Whittlin' Willie. How's the whittling going?
Hiya, Sonny. Just splendidly, thanks. I'm working on an old dead beach whale. It's going to be my best work to date.
Will it be for sale?
Will it be for sale? No, it ain't going to be for sale. I'm an artiste, dagnabbit. Besides, if I hang on to it for a while, maybe it'll be worth a bundle someday. Now scram.
I thought it'd be worth something one day.
Assorted size buckets, chicken, grease, slaw, taters, and brown gravy like paste not included.
I like the use of like the forced perspective kind of stuff with a lot of these interior spaces. I think it plays well. Looks nice and cozy. I feel like this is one of Sierra's better looking games. Is that guy from the Sierra Network?
Salvatore O'Hanahan, town barber, dentist, and bootblack, is hard at work on his customer Ed Sorbine Jr. Salvatore also happens to be the only Irish Italian in town. You can't think of anything.
How's business, Sal? Seems like you always have a customer these days.
Yeah, it's a terrific looking game.
Not so good, Freddy. My earnings, she's up, but my profits, she's down.
Oh, that's too bad, Sal. Do you have any ideas about how to increase business?
Well, I do have one idea. I've been thinking about providing dirty reading material for my customers to read whilst they wait.
But your customers are illiterate.
Aye, and I can't read so good neither.
I've probably told this story on stream before, but the barber I used to go to, when you'd sit down in your chair for your haircut, he would pull open a drawer beside the chair, full of old issues of Playboy, and offer you reading material while you got your haircut. So I always thought that was just a weird thing at my barber. But I guess that must have been at some point in time a fairly common thing. It's always weird. It's like, I don't know if that's the setting where I want to look at at, pornography really, but I guess maybe there's no wrong setting. I don't know.
Sal didn't really want a buffalo head mounted on his wall, but when it ran through the back of the building, he decided to just leave it.
There are worse settings. True. Funerals.
Although that comb storage jar is labeled disinfectant, you know for a fact that Louis Pasteur's recent research has proven that colored water will disinfect nothing.
I disagree. Barbasol's good as far as I'm concerned.
Better not. They might belong to somebody.
What a great way to spend Valentine's Day. Looking at dirty pictures at the barbers. Absolutely. Okay. Look at this.
The sign says Pee-Pee's Playhouse. Or it used to anyway. Now it looks more like Pee-Pee's Dlayhouse. It's Dominic, one of your part-time Native American employees. He works under the professional name Runnin' Gag. The union told you that you had to have a cigar store-style Indian out in front when you opened your pharmacy. But since there were lots of out-of-work real Indians in the neighborhood, you decided it would be politically correct to hire them.
Well, there you have it. That should answer any questions you have about Dominic. I forgot today was Valentine's Day until just now. I mean, I remembered it earlier in the day, but my brain had reset for the stream. That was fun stuff. My daughter, she's in elementary school still, and they had a big Valentine's Day party, and everyone took like boxes and things to collect Valentines in. And she made an elaborate Kirby Valentine box that was this giant, like spherical Kirby covered in pink paper mache with little arms and the giant Kirby mouth that you could put the Valentines into. It was really pretty impressive. I should have brought it here to the stream with me. I'd love to show it off. It was a very good Kirby. Tall and Thin Shop's good.
The sign says Tall and Thin Shop. And hey, it's right. That's just about the tallest and thinnest shop you've ever seen.
I believe this is one of my favorite little gags in the game. If you want to know where my sense of humor is at, here you go.
That's the left pharmacy window. With all the dust out here, it's a pain to keep clean.
I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I'm here for.
The pharmacy door is locked.
I'm
This
here for
ain't Mayberry,
homophones.
partner. Scratching right there, sure. The pharmacy. Nobody will miss this key to the church since the church is never locked anyway.
Hey, this looks...
Lots of keys in this game. Based on the art of Don Martin, that absolutely tracks.
Morning, Dominic.
Morning, Freddy.
Yeah, definitely.
What's new?
Let's see. I finished reading A Century of Dishonor last night. Quite impressive. That Helen Hunt Jackson really knows how to evoke an image of the white man's treachery. Do you know how many treaties your people have signed and then broken in the past 20 years alone?
Excuse me, I heard someone calling me or something.
Wow, Freddy. They're not key cards. That's how you can tell it's set in the past.
Score! You unlock the door. Ta-da! 500 points. You're halfway through the game.
And that is true. You'll notice we are now at 507 points out of 999. A very good gag. We kind of stole and adapted that for StairQuest, with the joke being that you had like this massive score total, but everything you did gave you so few points it made it seem like the game might last forever. Good gag.
It's a tube of Preparation G, the Wells Fargo wagon driver's friend for over half a decade. Score! You pick up a tube of Preparation G in the handy 25-ounce Krabby Elephant size.
Upsetting.
This sign clearly lets the townsfolk know that the prescription counter is in the back of the store.
Someday.
Oh, where is
maybe
the New
there'll
York
be a
City
glass
joke?
tube
I
there,
remember it.
Bent in the shape of the word prescription, filled with a rare gas that will glow in brilliant colors. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Boy, that'd make people actually want to buy drugs.
Love the performance for Freddy Pharkas. Thank you, Slashay.
You thought an iced cream stand would attract customers. Mostly it attracts cockroaches, especially now that the iced cream deliveries have stopped.
Welcome in, everybody, tonight. So glad you can join me. If you're just showing up, it's Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist, and we are lucky enough to be joined in chat by designer and writer Josh Mandel.
You thought an iced cream stand would attract customers.
Oh, yeah, we already knew that.
This multi-instrument piano roll-style juke machine is called a symphonium. Trouble is, the company that sold it to you went out of business after producing only one roll. And how many times can a person listen to "Does your chewing tobacco lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight?" The symphonium hasn't worked since 1885.
Oh, Manny Rivberg. That, oh, Manny Rivberg, he just keep... Oh, sorry.
That's enough.
Hey,
Say
Mikey
any more
Toupee.
and we'll have to pay a royalty. Your survival instincts narrowly prevent you from using any of the items on... You briefly consider shoplifting some of these items. But hey, you won't be needing any leeches in this game. It's the president's wife. She's the head of the Just Say No to Ether campaign. Leave her where she is, as a shining beacon to all who gaze upon her serene countenance. Incidentally, have you heard about her scandalous affair? It's St. Joseph.
Good save, Chip last week.
Your diploma from the University of Hicksville School of Apothecary Sciences and other good guesses. The old alma mater. What memories. But it's hung so well.
And they was right.
Quit picking at everything. That's the sign of an obsessive-compulsive personality disorder. But that's okay.
Well, I wonder how much that custom woodwork up there cost.
This is your pharmacy, where you work. Hence the name Pharkas' Pharmacy.
Checks out.
The top shelf is where you keep all the newest, most scientifically advanced medications safe from shoplifters.
Hey, Matawi, 35 stream streak. That is remarkable. Thank you. Glad to see you here. Oh, wow, it's Penelope. School marm.
Frederick.
She calls us Frederick.
Why, Miss Prim, you sure are looking purty today.
Like a Super Bowl
Now,
quarterback.
Frederick, you may call me Penelope if you please. After all, I think we're to that point in our relationship.
She must be talking about the hayride you both went on last month. Or the square dance you both went to last week. Or the cow tipping expedition you both went on last night.
Well then, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company this fine morning?
Oh, this isn't a social call, I'm afraid. I have this rather important prescription Doc Gillespie gave me. I was hoping you could fill it as soon as possible.
Can do.
My pleasure, Penelope.
Whenever I smell asphalt, I think of Penelope. Absolutely.
You can't think of any.
I sure have been having a swell time with you these past few weeks, Penelope.
Why, thank you, Frederick. I have too.
I do believe I have a growing affection for you.
That's sweet of you, Frederick. I think you're very cute. For a pharmacist, that is. Considering you've only got one ear. And you're scrawnier than the other men in town.
She thinks I'm cute. She really thinks I'm cute.
I'm curious, Josh, if you're still out there, did the Ballad of Freddy Pharkas pose any unique technical challenges? Like, I can imagine that bouncing ball might not have been easy to do in the SCI engine. And I'm curious, was that your work? Was that something that Al did? Was it a combo sort of thing? It's one of the highlights. I mean, it's no Ballad of the Demo of Freddy Pharkas, but it's pretty good.
This is your farm.
Sweet skulls.
Your reference bookshelf, complete with such top 10 medical reading as everything you always wanted to know about pustules but were too revolted to ask, Typhlime book of blackhead removal, boil lancing, and facial renovation, the dermatologist who came in from the cold sore,
Oh,
the
Mike, I see your
1882
redemption.
edition of What Color Is Your Parasite, the 1-minute mandibula, a globe, and some souvenirs of your first customers.
Oh, how sweet. All right, let's go back to the copy protection here. Oh no, yeah, here we go. We're gonna go back to the modern day book of health and hygiene, the handy dandy guide to all your medical ills that you might face. Let's read the entry. Oh goodness, let's see what would be a fun one. Let's read the entry for hemorrhoids. We just picked up some preparation sheet, also known as piles, characterized by a swollen mass of varicose veins in the rectum, which sometimes protrude in a manner resembling grapes. And you don't really want to hear this, do you? Good, because I'm getting a wee bit nauseous talking about it. Balms and ointments applied to the area may offer symptomatic relief, however, for longer lasting relief, a change of diet is prescribed. Chronic constipation can result in hemorrhoids, thus the same dietary considerations for that condition may alleviate hemorrhoids. The rule of thumb is, don't strain. Take it easy when voiding. If you sit there, it will come. That's all you need to know about about hemorrhoids. Bouncing ball is a very big and difficult project. Oh, you see that? I wondered that because it felt like something that wouldn't necessarily come easily to the SCI engine.
Why, the poor dear. She must be suffering from the vapors, those injurious exhalations produced within the body, creating feelings of hypochondria and depression. Her prescription is in Doc's usual scrawl and smells of whiskey, so you know it's authentic.
Thought this was the one we need to use.
Chesterfield's.
Do I not have...
Dadgums.
Oh wait, there's more. Ah, see now.
Poor Doc.
Okay, this isn't the one I need to work with. All right, got it.
Leave that table alone until Freddy Pharkas' inferior decorator. You haven't been able to open this closet since you tested your new formula Looney glue on it several years ago. Don't move it. It's a picture of some nearby big rock.
Half Dome.
You keep a pitcher of water in a basin so you can occasionally wash your face. The desktop's locked. Damn this crude desktop interface.
That's pretty good. Good gag.
You study Penelope's prescription and
Okay, so what was it she needed? She needs taloxapolinide. Let's see here. So let's go. I'm going to pop open my... Vapors. Not possible to synthesize in a home laboratory. Substitutions are permissible. See peptamycylene tetrazole. Okay. Is that right? Okay. Available. Dispense at 40 milliliters per bottle. So, let's see here if I remember how to do this.
Why, the poor dear.
Hey, thank you so much, Chunky Code Monkey, for the resub. I appreciate the support. Gotta do maths. Oh no. Okay, 40 milliliters of peptamecyclol. There it is. Alcohol lamp, pill machine, crucible, beaker, medicine bottles.
Oops.
Oops. $40 milliliters.
You carefully label the container Miss Penelope Prim for internal use only. And what internals they are, you dream about them day and night.
Wow. The internals, huh, Freddy? That's how you roll. Let's see. That was just something I had to convince Al to let us try. Al, this backstory we wanted to include in Ballad's most fitting for the atmosphere. That's interesting, because, yeah, I mean, I would think it would be pretty hard to get all that backstory in and have the game start as quickly as it does. So, yeah, that checks out. Glad that Al came around to enjoying it.
Your authentic moose skin rug looks very attractive with those eyeglasses on it. It would have been a mite less lumpy if somebody had remembered to skin the moose first.
Skin the moose.
Your authentic moose skin rug looks...
It's good. I like that it recognizes the cursor there.
This side of the armoire doesn't open. It must have been built by the same Yahoo that built the outhouse by Reboot Hill. The armoire door is wide open, displaying... The armoire door is wide open, displaying... You take your old gunslinger clothes and your good guy model Stetson hat.
You had the timers too. That's interesting. Yeah, that's one of the things I know that people really ding this one for. And every other game that's ever had timers ever. So
it's a key. Hot dog. Now we're getting somewhere.
Score!
You take the key.
Hot dog. Now we're getting somewhere.
Narrator just said that. All right, more keys, please.
It's a claim check for a pair of boots. Your old cowboy boots from the before time. Before the accident. Could it be? That's what you get for not opening this drawer for the past decade.
I am playing the GOG version, but through ScumVM, which gives you an option on a lot of these CR games to have text and voice.
Your hand trembling with the memory of the last time you wore the boots that you traded for it. That monster, Kenny the Kid, looking down at you and laughing as your ear bled in the hot sun. You put those boots away, never to wear them again. And when you moved to Coarsegold, you sent them to be cleaned and polished. That was years ago. They've probably been lost or thrown away by now.
Now, as far as we know, the real Ken Williams never shot a man. But, could we ever really be sure?
Hey!
Nobody. This is the key.
Hey,
Unlock the desktop.
That's right. As long as the Williamses have been in international seas, who knows what terrible crimes they committed.
The drawer's locked.
I should not say that.
You unlock the desk drawer.
That's right. Jim Wilds would have never worked for someone that shot a man. That's why he got into law enforcement. Big say allegedly.
It's an old letter, cobwebbed, yellowed, and faded.
But Penelope's getting sick of waiting.
You take the letter out of the drawer. You received this letter a few years back from your recently dearly departed friend, Phil Graves.
Dear Freddy, thank you so very kindly for your gracious hospitality during my recent convalescence.
Great voice here.
The floor of your workroom proved a comfortable bed, and the stale pharmacy goods you fed me staved off starvation quite adequately. I must admit to being a little curious of your request that I retain your safety deposit key for you. I cannot imagine what you secured in that bank vault that could create such strong feelings of both revulsion and endearment. However, I have done as you asked and taken your key with me. I vow to you I will never return this key to you, nor even allow it within your sight. I further swear to keep it with me wherever I go. On this you have my word of honor, for I am ever your friend, Philip D. Graves.
Fill up the graves. So, I think that most fans consider this to be one of the best talkie versions of a CR game. I'm curious, was this one that the talkie was always part of the plan? I know it was at a time when a lot of CR games kind of wavered back and forth on whether they got the talkie edition or not, or was that something that, once sales started rolling in, they greenlit the talkie?
Score! Thank you, Frederick. This looks perfect. You are a scholar and a gentleman.
Aw, shucks. I'm just a poor pharmacist trying to please my favorite customer.
My favorite.
Can I see you again soon?
I think that can be arranged, Frederick. See you soon.
Yeah, I have
I'll
the
be
floppy
waiting.
version too.
So long now, Penelope.
I don't think I even really knew there was a talkie version until years and years later.
Unfortunately, you were so taken with Penelope's angelic presence that you forgot to charge her the 19 cents she owed you.
Interesting. So the talkie edition came as a result of good sales. That's interesting.
Freddy Pharkas!
I think the turnaround on one of these couldn't be too
good day
quick.
to you, Ms. Back. What can I do for you today?
Well, Freddy Pharkas, Doc Gillespie, that no-good gin soap salt no lush, wrote me this damn prescription that'll probably cost me an arm and a leg. Here, take it. The rot gut from that old wino doctor is making my new ensemble stink to high heaven, I want to tell you.
Hey, Sith Princess. Welcome in. All right, let's see here. We have another prescription.
Helen Back's prescription is barely legible due to all the whiskey spots, but you eventually decipher it.
Monotrazate tabs. Monotrazate. All right, I'll be right back.
So, how's the restaurant business?
Yes, we need to ask this first.
Shoot, don't ask.
Shoot, don't ask.
Okay, sorry.
I swear my delicate constitution ain't up to the heat and the flies this year. Hop Sing's spending more time swatting flies than he is in the kitchen. He hardly has time to wash his hands. Of course, we ain't getting nothing delivered on time anymore 'cause of the train. We gotta get our produce by Pony Express, and it ain't too pretty once it gets here.
Once. I love the word once.
Pony Express, when it positively, absolutely has to be there by the Industrial Revolution.
But I don't want to complain. Just get my prescription filled, will you? There's a lad.
Here's a lad. Mom is great. All right, back upstairs. Yeah, you know, as copy protection goes, I actually really like the prescription thing. Like, at least it makes sense in the world for the character, for the game. It's not something like just a random code wheel you have to bust out. It makes software piracy
You study
fun. Let's see. So Helen needs
Helen.
Monotrazate tabs, 21 of them. Is another substitution, maybe? Let's consult our medical manual. Let's see here. Oh, wait, we have to make it. Bismuth, 15 milliliters of bismuth. Okay, so 15 milliliters of bismuth. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. Milliliters. Okay, 15 milliliters. And then we go add 30 grams of phenidol oxytrichlorate. 30 grams of phenidol. Wish my wife was down here. She has a pharmacy background. Tell me if all this is legit. Let's see, 30 grams of that.
This is where you can
Oh no, did I mess up?
Oops. Oops. To make pills, you need a mixture, which contains
I don't remember how to do this.
You knock them together.
To actually make this work.
This is where you can
just start dragging everything around. Oops.
It's advisable to measure your ingredients.
Yes, of course.
To make pills, you need... Oops, oops. To make pills... This is where...
Okay. Maybe I'm doing
This
it.
is where...
Maybe it's happening.
You knock them together. You knock.
Okay. I don't feel great about this, gang.
You can place the pills into a medicine.
Wait, that's about all.
This is where
3
you
more.
can place. This is where this is.
I made a mess. I made a mess, gang. Okay. We're getting it, I think. 12 pills. Need 21.
This is where.
I hope I've got it. "21 pills.
You carefully label the container. Mrs.
All right.
Helen back. Take 3 times daily just before
I think we did it here. The lab here was a nightmare for the programmers. Memory issues were constant and infuriating. Yeah, I can see how a lot of this one would push the SCI system quite a bit. You know, again, as copy protection goes, I feel like this one is one of my favorites. I enjoy doing the medicine thing. Makes me feel like a pharmacist. If you want to feel like a gunslinger, go play Red Dead Redemption. I want to feel like a pharmacist, and this game does it.
Score. That's better, Freddy Pharkas.
That's better,
That'll
Freddy
be 22 cents, Miss Back.
Y'all just put it on my tab. I don't have it with me right now.
Oh, man. Bad customers. Oh, wow. It's Madame Ovary.
Freddy Cherie, just slide that handsome pharmacist butt on over here. I got something I need from you.
Morning, Sadie. What have you got?
Well, I got a prescription here I need filled. Something that'll increase my womanly powers, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you
Be there
mean.
and fill it for me right away, won't you? I simply can't wait to try it out.
Love this character.
Your wish is my command, madam.
You take the prescription from the madam. What a busy morning. You haven't had to fill this many prescriptions since Custer's troops stayed at the Dirty Sheet Hotel.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see.
This prescription is impossible to read. That's what happens when Doc writes a prescription through bleary, whiskey-soaked eyeballs.
You know, Sith Princess actually did like the spell book in King's Quest 3 for kind of the same reason that I like the pharmacy stuff in this game. In both cases, at least there was a good story reason you were doing it. It wasn't just something that popped up and, you know, existed completely outside of the game. And while as a kid, like exactly typing in the commands as they appeared in the King's Quest 3 manual was a pain. Like, I think probably King's Quest 3 improved my typing more than any single game just because it was so picky. You know, any little typo would be enough to, you know, turn you into a cat or something like that. But yeah, and the handwritten font wasn't super easy to read. That's a really good point, Paul. Yeah, it could have been better. But yeah, I don't hate that one either.
Score.
Ah, now. Finally, you see the prescription as Doc Gillespie must have seen it when he wrote. Finally.
Do I actually take this to Doc? Is that what happens here? Oops.
Excuse me, Sadie. I've got to run out for a bit. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay, Freddy, but hurry back.
Don't steal my stuff. Tall and Thin Shop is a good gag. Oh man, yeah, the cursive in The Last Crusade manual is pretty rough. Again, though, it falls in that category of there was literally a journal in the movie, so it could be worse. It's not Bobette.
It's Barbara Mandrill and the Bobettes, stars of stage, screen, and barnyard.
Barbara Mandrill is pretty good. Played for over an hour without dying. Yeah. How's that even possible? Give me time. I'll get there.
They don't. That just.
What year was this? Was this 93? $1981.
Finally, you.
To Madam Ovary. Testosterate. 25 milligrams a day. Okay, I guess I don't need to bring it to him. Oops. Not yet.
Herbert, how's it hanging?
As usual, Mr. Pharkas. Permission to speak freely?
Yes.
Of course.
I've had an offer from a bank in Scottsdale. They'd like me to stand inside the lobby and hold checking account brochures.
How much are they offering you?
5 cents a day, plus a commission on the brochures.
Let me look at the books and we'll talk in a couple of days. I don't want to lose you.
Thank you, Mr. Pharkas. I don't want to lose you either.
Oh, wait. So, yeah, we do need to go to Doc, because testosterate doesn't make sense, does it? Who do you think's the better lawman? Freddy Pharkas? Once he becomes a gunslinger again? Or, Sonny Bonds?
Doc, you're not writing prescriptions while you're drunk, are you?
Oh, no, never. Yeah. I'm a responsible individual with an imperfect reputation.
There's not enough whiskey in the. They don't. You thrust the prescription
I just
and
didn't
the
hit the
whiskey
hot spot
glass
earlier.
under Doc's nose.
Hey, Doc, this says testosterate. You really want to prescribe this to a
Uh-oh.
woman?
Thanks, T-Pat. Thanks for bringing our second Sierra designer of the evening here to the street.
Testosterate? No, I suppose that would be a poor choice. Let's see. This was for Sadie Ovary, right?
Mm-hmm.
I must have meant something else. Let me fix it.
That's great.
Here you go.
Pharmacy.
Take this back to your pharmacy and have fun.
Thanks, Doc.
Don't come crying to me, George Bailey. I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Score!
You study Madame Overy's prescription, fully amended and corrected by Doc Gillespie.
One paper each morning after.
How?
Yeah.
Time for you shift over.
Oh, please. You've been reading too many dime novels. Stop talking like that.
Just trying to please the tourist, Herb.
Sure, tourist. Whatever. See you later. I'm going to go soak my corns.
My people call it maize.
Jeez.
All right. Here we go. Into the pharmacy. The Frontier Pharmacy.
I'm back, Sadie.
Perfectly okay, Freddy hon. I was just admiring the way you display your goods.
Look who's talking.
Okay, so let's consult our handy dandy medical manual. We're going to be making some esosterane. Ladies. All right. Can be used to prevent conception after marital relations. Uh-oh. Okay. Grind 15 bimethaquinoline and powdered metrophosphate. Okay. Bimeth.
You study Doc's corrections to Madame Overy's prescription and prepare to carefully.
See, what was my other ingredient? It was metrophosphate. I believe it's 15 grams of each. Let's see, 15 grams on dispensing paper. Okay.
It's advisable to measure.
But it seems like you should wash that. Okay, so let's see. Oops. Okay, we're gonna do 5 doses.
This is where you.
All right, there we go. We got it going now.
Discuss.
Oh no. Ah, curse you, game. It was by meth. Yeah. Okay, we'll try that again. Small mistake. Minor setback in the grand scheme of things. Just have to click things in the right order. We got this.
This is where.
Doing great.
This is. Oops. This is where. You can't. This is. This is where.
Okay. Almost done.
You carefully label.
All right. We did it. Nice. Yeah, I was paying close attention to that, and I've totally missed chats. Backgrounds were done by Bob Gleason and Ruben Guante, maybe, I hope. Bob worked super fast and took a lot of shortcuts. Ruben was slow as could be, but his work was wonderful. Main Street Stroller was Bob's work. The Backstreet 3-screen stroller is Ruben's. Definitely see the change in styles. Interesting. I have to pay attention to that. That's awesome. Okay, we did it, gang. We filled our third prescription.
How's business?
Oh,
yes, Sadie.
It has its ins and outs. I'm sorry.
Oh, it has its ins and outs. Oh my, I do make a good funny now and then, don't I?
Innuendo! Yes, Sadie, you sure do.
Innuendo! All right, here we go. Let's see. What's next? Guess let's give her stuff. There we go.
Why, merci, Freddy dear.
Why, merci.
That's gonna be 22 cents, Sadie, but for you, I'll make it 19.
What do you say we just sorta take it out in trade?
Oh.
I'm a mite short this week.
The barter system, you say?
Well.
Why, thank you, Freddy. Ooh, you sweet potato pie. I'll catch you tonight, maybe, huh? Or at 4.
You're a lamb bikini. Did we go update the King's Quest wiki yet? I hope so.
Hey, Pharkas! My butt's killing me!
My butt.
He does know how to make an entrance, doesn't he?
Sorry to hear that, Smithy.
Yeah, so give me some of that preparation J.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a really good point. It's like a reverse police quest starting in narcotics and ending up as a street cop. What more could you want from a game than a reverse police quest? Here you go, here's some prep G.
That just.
There we go.
Score! That'll be 15 cents, Smithy, but I don't suppose you can pay me.
Are you saying I can't pay my bills fair and square, Pharkas? Well, here, I'm gonna settle up tabs with you anyway, since I'm leaving town. Here's what I owe you.
Smithy pays you his tab. A whole $4.87. Holy moly, a windfall. You're rich. Well, kinda, sorta.
And if you takes my advice, you'll get out of this town, Pharkas. Sheriff's closing people up right and left. Something stinks. And I mean them horses, because they're farting up a storm, I'm a-telling you. It was like to pass out. Somebody must have put something in their feed. I don't know what, but I tell you, don't go striking no matches out there. Good luck to you, Pharkas. You was always one of the good.
Good luck to you, Smithy. Your strong back and gruff but good-hearted demeanor will be sorely missed.
But you was a strange-un.
I'm sorry, Grundy. They call preparation anusol in the UK.
Fire inspection.
Oh, this character
I'm here to
design.
check out your fire safety per the new town regulations. Oh, look here. It's a good thing I came, Pharkas. I'm gonna have to shut this place up tighter than a pissant scrotum.
Tighter than a pissant
But
scrotum.
Sheriff, how could you? What's the charge? I haven't done anything wrong.
Fire hazard, my boy. Fire hazard. Why, this building's a terrible fire hazard. Looks to me like this whole damn building's made out of wood.
But Sheriff, every building in this town is constructed of wood.
I don't know nothing about that, son. Tough luck, Pharkas.
Tough
From
luck,
now on,
Pharkas.
just keep the front door locked.
But what am I supposed to do, Sheriff? This is my livelihood.
If I was you, I'd talk to the bank. Good day.
Good day. And a good day to you. Oh, wow. Nice fade. Oh, is it timer time?
So Freddy was forced to shut down the old pharmacy again his will. But he vowed to keep the place up, knowing that someday he'd be opening it up again.
Mm-hmm.
Problem being, the sheriff, an ornery cuss if there ever was one, was doing this all over town. The hotel, the playhouse, the smithy, the tall and thin shop, closing them all down on some flimsy pretext. There was no telling who was going to be next. Who'd put the sheriff up to it? And what was happening with the horses, for crying out loud?
Yeah.
It were a mystery, says I.
These are all the questions I was asking myself. This is good. We made all the way to Act 2 so far. That's not bad. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe I should save Act 2 for next time around, but I guess we could take a little detour into the demo of Freddy Pharkas, right? That might be fun. We can, if nothing else, we can hear the ballad of the demo of Freddy Pharkas, because who doesn't want to see this? So let's maybe pause our actual game there, and let's try out the demo for Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist. Get a taste of early Freddy. Oh, is the CD demo the playable one? Hey, one short eye. Okay. Play a mini game. What's the mini game? Oh. It's a fine spring day in 1888. Freak tsunami, the Democrats coming into office. It's still a nice place to live. Up until that day, anyway. His faithful Indian sidekick. He was all aflutter and redder than a cowboy caught with his hand in a cassava patch. Terrible thing has happened. Bank has been up and robbed. Immediate action. Thief will escape. The old abandoned mine company should have boarded up that place ages ago. Still up that mine permanently. Let's see here. Let's go back to the... Yeah. Let's watch the ballad. We gotta start with the ballad. The ballad of the demo of Freddy Pharkas. When the West was wild and lawless, there once was a drug spray man flawless named Freddy Pharkas, a champion through and through. Now his life's the stuff of stories, of computer games with inventories, puzzles and graphics, and twisted humor too. Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Showing you how the West was fun. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Pharmacist with a gun. His earful. Heading downhill fast. The villain spreading mayhem comes to town to scare away them. Can Freddy save them and reconcile his past? Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Hiding out from his own dark youth. Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. stands for justice and truth. Freddy Pharkas is from old Al Lowe, who made his mark as dad and designer of Larry's 1 through 5. But where Larry's slightly dirty, Freddy's nowhere near as nerdy, short, lewd, or balding, nor pushing 45. Sadly, I have that one committed to memory. Digitized and in VGA, Freddy Pharkas, Freddy Pharkas. Saddle up and let's play. What's not to love about the Ballad of the Demo of Freddy Pharkas? The line, "The game of Freddy Pharkas is from old Al Lowe, who made his mark as," is some really good rhyming. Very happy with it. Okay, let's see here. Get through that. Okay. Now we're back to where we belong. What's this? Pick up the small sheet of paper. All right, detail, volume, speed, and play. It's empty vial marked sulfur. Okay. In the real game, you can go back there to your office. But since you have laid out the long green, we're not going to let you. I like the gags in here about parts of the demo that are off limits. Let's see here. If you'd sprung for the whole shebang instead of just this here little demo, you'd be able to enter through this very poor door and interact with Sheriff Checkham P. Shift. For now, tough beans. Ah, beans.
Ah, beans.
Ugh. What 86 is my computer? Deep Ship 86. That's odd. Mom's door is locked. Something's terribly wrong. Trouble is, they'll let you in these places until you buy the whole game. In other words, buy this game or Mom gets hers. Oh no. There's Smithy. Think of Bob. Bank is closed for demo day. If we feel like it. Yeah, the old knock yourself out as long as it doesn't require any additional resources sort of approval. I get that at my work occasionally. Yeah, man, will help me bring that thieving rapscallion to justice? A still driving man, not a crook catching man. I'm pulling out your fancy East Coast guilt trips on me. Let's see, yeah, definitely. Sith Princess, quit touching me. Jew. What about him? That's Smithy. I suppose he got that name. Rapscallion should be used more often, and outside of just the context of Monkey Island 2. Feels like Mario when he's small. There's a lot more see and do over in that direction, but only if you have the real version of the game, not this little bogus one. I honestly don't remember what to do in the demo at all. No. Next Tuesday's your turn in the barrel. Hey, this isn't here. Old water tower that used to serve as the railroad when there was a railroad. It's the last train to Coarsegold and it's sinking at the station. Yeah. Pick up the length of unburnt fuse. World record shimmying, absolutely. Okay, we need some more items, I believe. The problem here is items. Is there anything else we can pick up in here? Ever go near water in a CR game? I mean, the water was bubbling. Does that mean it had sulfur in it? Probably. Sith Princess, you've helped me solve this puzzle, I believe. Oh, well, maybe you didn't. I'll take it all back. Okay, not many places to go in. Oh yeah, I forgot Doc. Set me up a cold frosty one. One root beer coming up. I'd love a root beer. Ah, box of Golden Saloon matches. Other frontier farmers have been shot for less than touching someone else's drink. Whose handwriting is that? I can hardly read it. Just the man I'm looking for. Ah, some assistance in my efforts to confound the forces of evil. Parkrish. A little blotto at the moment. How many shots of booze it takes to get to the center of a liver condition like that? Looking for something. Cluster mole. Is this for real? We locked it before you started playing. See, in the demo version, there's nothing but limbo out there. The real game will take you to a very important screen. Okay, let's see if Sam will give us another one. Ah, mug of Java. That's what we need. Sober this guy up. Let's put this in this. Carefully siphon the coffee into the root beer bottle. How brilliant. A drunk person might imbibe this entire bottle before realizing it isn't root beer. This demo took you 3 days to download from the CRBBS. Yeah, you ding dong. Wash your thinly disguised bottle of Java. There's Phil Graves again. Poor dear departed Phil. Saltpeter. Gave it to Madame Overy or to cool the ardor of that overeager blacksmith. Okay, let's see. We go back to Smithy. Can't remember where to find her beauty mark. Okay, still nothing from Smithy. Let's see. You definitely put Madam's fancy schmancy imported mole off of Smithy's puss. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the hint was there that Smithy had been visiting her a lot lately. Off of his puss, his face. That's great. That's a very good inventory item. You darling hunk of pharmacist, you found my mole. I can just kiss you to death. Well now, ma'am, I was just doing my job. Means more to her than a peck of cow hands on payday. A little saltpeter. Got something appropriate to put in? Let me see. How about this? That's really not it? Something to put that saltpeter in. Oh, there's a salt pepper bottle. Saltpeter. Where is the saltpeter bottle? Is it back in our pharmacy? Yes. Back to the pharmacy. Saltpeter, one of Salt Jesus' disciples. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Back to the pharmacy. There it is, I bet. Oh, now we're rolling, baby. Score! Yeah, it's just not the same without the score, right? It's like a mana potion. Sodium nitrate. Alright. Okay, so now we have the saltpeter. Let's see. Speaking of a walkthrough, that's what it's come to, gang. I'm walkthroughing a demo. All right. Let's grab some charcoal. I love a demo with original puzzles. It's so good. It was great for Space Quest 6. Works great here. Let's hang out here for a minute. You cruelly snatched the tin can from the sheriff's prisoner. Now maybe he'll cut out that racket. That is kind of cruel. Prisoners love doing that. They can't get enough of it. Or so I've been led to believe. Okay, let's see here. Crumble the charcoal into the can. Sprinkle the saltpeter into the can. Ooh, what's the other thing that I need to do? Let's see. Oh, where do I get the sulfur? Does Doc give me the sulfur? Yeah. He has sulfur on him. Okay. Well, there we go. You can also kill a Gorin this way. That's exactly right. That's where I get all of my knowledge of explosive pharmacology. I mean, the Gorin episode has to be the most adventure gamey that Star Trek ever got, right? Fill this up for me? I have to carry some sulfur with me. All right. Who doesn't? Now we have all of our ingredients to beat the demo. Okay. He's not confused. This is getting exciting. Wow, we didn't even kill ourselves. Yep, that's how Freddy saved the day. He dropped that home-built bomb right down the shaft, sealing up the entrance to that mine for good. Bandito, along with his untold tens of dollars in loot, was doomed to rot forever in the dank recesses and endless tunnels of the old mine. What a hero! So he found the exit. But I forget to tell you about the exit? Yeah, Freddy done sealed up the entrance real good, but he forgot to seal up the exit. Had to make sure there's adequate air flow, you know, to keep the miners company in the summer. Still won the demo with, let's say, 49 out of 50 points. Thanks for living out the demonstration version of the legend of my old pal Freddy Pharkas. Be sure to watch the ballad now if you haven't already. Keep the sores off your saddle and never count your money at the table. Stuff like that. Ray doesn't believe it do no harm. Well, there we have it, gang. Not only did we finish the first act of Freddy Pharkas Frontier Pharmacist, but we also got to play the demo to Freddy Pharkas Frontier Pharmacist. That's a pretty good Retro Adventure Wednesday, and I think that's going to bring me to a close tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is super fun, especially Josh. Thank you for joining us. This was a blast having you here to talk about the game. I love this one. It's been great to have some of your behind the scenes information on it. I'll be back next Wednesday playing more of this one. So please, everybody, if you enjoyed it, come back next Retro Adventure Wednesday, and we will play a little bit more Freddy Pharkas. This is good stuff. But for now, let's see if we can get ourselves a raid going. Who is online and playing something fun? Goodness gracious! Oh gosh, lots of people are fun. Oh wow, where to raid to? How about we raid over to our old friend Cobra Commanda. Cobra Commanda is playing Final Fantasy VII tonight. You know, Final Fantasy VII is really like the Freddy Pharkas of the JRPG genre. So I think that's a good fit. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Thanks, Josh, for hanging out. I'll start that raid, and I will see you all on the other side. Take care, everybody.